In a world that often celebrates kindness, empathy, and understanding, the notion of not being gentle with everyone can seem counterintuitive. Yet, this principle finds its grounding in the profound teachings of Gautam Buddha, the Enlightened One. Over 2 millennia ago, Buddha's wisdom transcended the superficiality of mere politeness, diving deep into the essence of human relationships, inner serenity, and spiritual growth. His teachings encourage us to navigate life with discernment, balancing compassion with wisdom, and understanding when gentleness may hinder rather than help. To truly grasp this nuanced perspective, we must first look into the cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy, the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. These principles form the foundation of Buddhism and offer profound insights into the complexities of human existence. They serve as a guide not only to understanding suffering but also to finding liberation from it. This foundational wisdom sets the stage for exploring why it is vital, at times, to move beyond gentleness and embrace a more discerning approach to life. Gautam Buddha's journey toward enlightenment began at the age of 29 when he left his princely life behind to seek answers to existential questions. Why do we suffer? How can we attain lasting happiness and peace? After years of rigorous meditation and self-inquiry, he achieved enlightenment under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, India. From that moment, he became the Buddha, the Awakened One, sharing his insights to illuminate the path for others. At the heart of his teachings lie the Four Noble Truths, which provide a clear framework for understanding the nature of suffering and the path to its cessation. The first noble truth acknowledges the reality of suffering, which permeates human life in various forms: physical pain, emotional turmoil, and the dissatisfaction arising from unfulfilled desires. While being gentle may temporarily soothe some aspects of suffering, it does not address its root causes. Buddha's approach encourages us to confront suffering directly, recognizing its presence as an integral part of life. By doing so, we gain clarity and insight into its nature, enabling us to transcend it effectively. The second noble truth identifies attachment and craving as the root causes of suffering. Our constant pursuit of pleasure and avoidance of pain, coupled with our attachment to desires, creates a cycle of dissatisfaction. Excessive gentleness can sometimes stem from a desire for approval or validation, which ties into these attachments. Buddha's teachings advocate for letting go of such attachments and fostering a balanced, compassionate attitude toward others. This does not imply emotional detachment, but rather cultivating an equanimous approach. The third noble truth brings hope, asserting that it is possible to overcome suffering by eliminating its root causes. When we cease clinging to external validation or the need to please everyone, we liberate ourselves from the cycle of dissatisfaction. This idea ties closely to the concept of discernment, understanding when gentleness is beneficial and when it may become counterproductive. The fourth noble truth outlines the Eightfold Path, a comprehensive guide to liberation. This path emphasizes ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom, urging us to cultivate discernment in our interactions. While gentleness is often viewed as virtuous, the Eightfold Path challenges us to approach relationships with wisdom, knowing when to offer compassion and when to set boundaries. These principles encourage us to strike a balance between extremes, a concept famously embodied in the middle way. Buddha's life itself exemplifies the middle way. Before his enlightenment, he experienced the extremes of indulgence and asceticism, neither of which brought him the answers he sought. It was only through finding balance that he achieved awakening. In our interactions, the middle way suggests avoiding excessive gentleness that enables harmful behavior or unnecessary harshness that causes suffering. Instead, we are called to respond with discernment, compassion, and an understanding of the context. This principle becomes particularly relevant when addressing the distinction between compassion and enabling. True compassion, as Buddha taught, does not involve sacrificing one's well-being or enabling harmful behaviors. Instead, it is rooted in a deep understanding of suffering and a commitment to alleviating it through skillful means. The parable of the raft illustrates this concept beautifully, emphasizing the temporary nature of Buddhist teachings and the importance of adaptability. In the parable, a traveler constructs a raft to cross a river. Upon reaching the other shore, he wisely leaves the raft behind, recognizing that it has served its purpose. Similarly, our approach to gentleness should be adaptive, recognizing when it is time to let go of excessive gentleness and adopt a more discerning stance. In doing so, we guide ourselves and others toward liberation from suffering. The middle way in action often involves setting boundaries, addressing harmful behavior, and navigating conflicts. Setting boundaries is an act of self-care and wisdom, ensuring that our well-being and relationships remain healthy. It is not a lack of compassion, but rather an essential aspect of balanced living. When faced with harmful behavior, the middle way encourages us to respond with wisdom and compassion, which may include addressing the behavior directly or seeking professional help. Similarly, conflicts should not be avoided or suppressed but approached mindfully, fostering constructive dialogue and genuine understanding. A powerful example of this principle is the parable of the mustard seed. A grieving mother, devastated by the loss of her child, seeks Buddha's help. He instructs her to bring a mustard seed from a household untouched by death. As she searches, she discovers that every family has experienced loss. This realization teaches her the universality of suffering, highlighting that gentleness alone cannot eradicate it. Instead, wisdom and understanding provide the tools for profound transformation. Skillful means, a central tenet of Buddhism, further illuminate the practice of not being gentle with everyone. This concept involves tailoring our approach based on individual circumstances, ensuring a balance of support, guidance, and boundaries. Recognizing individual differences allows us to adapt our interactions, while empathy and active listening enable meaningful connections without compromising our well-being. Understanding impermanence is equally vital in this context. Buddhism teaches that all things, including emotions and relationships, are transient. This awareness helps us avoid rigidly clinging to notions of gentleness, embracing a flexible and adaptive approach instead. Recognizing the impermanence of emotions and relationships allows us to respond with wisdom and equanimity, appreciating the beauty of each moment while being prepared for inevitable changes. Mindfulness and self-compassion are invaluable allies in this journey. Mindfulness cultivates present-moment awareness, enabling us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Self-compassion reminds us to care for ourselves, ensuring that our efforts to support others do not lead to burnout. Together, these practices foster inner balance and resilience. Equanimity, one of the Brahmaviharas or divine abodes in Buddhism, encapsulates the essence of not being excessively gentle. It is the mental and emotional balance that allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with composure and compassion. By cultivating equanimity, we embody true compassion, a compassion rooted in wisdom and a desire for the liberation of all beings. As we explore these profound teachings, let us remember that not being gentle with everyone is not an invitation to harshness or indifference. Rather, it is a call to embody genuine compassion. Compassion that transcends fleeting emotions and brings lasting peace to ourselves and those around us. This balance of gentleness and discernment lies at the heart of Buddha's wisdom, offering a path to greater harmony and understanding in our lives. If you find inspiration in these timeless teachings, I invite you to join our journey of exploration and growth. Subscribe to our channel, Buddhism in Modern Life, for more insights and stories that illuminate the path to enlightenment. Together, let us walk this path with open hearts and enlightened minds, embracing the transformative power of wisdom and compassion. Building on the profound foundation laid in the first section, let us now delve deeper into the practical application of the middle way in our everyday lives. The middle way, as taught by Buddha, is not merely a philosophical concept but a guiding principle that shapes our actions, decisions, and interactions. By integrating this wisdom into our daily practices, we can navigate life's complexities with greater clarity and balance. One of the most compelling aspects of the middle way is its adaptability. Life, with its myriad challenges and shifting circumstances, often requires us to re-evaluate our approaches. The middle way provides a flexible framework, enabling us to respond skillfully rather than react impulsively. This adaptability is particularly evident in how we address the balance between compassion and discernment. Consider the scenario of a parent guiding their child. Excessive gentleness, though well-intentioned, may inadvertently foster dependency or hinder the child's growth. On the other hand, undue harshness can strain the relationship and stifle the child's confidence. The middle way advocates for a balanced approach, one that combines understanding and support with clear boundaries and expectations. In this way, the parent not only nurtures the child's well-being, but also empowers them to navigate challenges independently. Similarly, in professional settings, the middle way can transform our interactions and decision-making processes. For instance, a leader faced with a struggling team member might initially lean toward leniency, offering repeated chances without addressing the root issue. Alternatively, they might adopt a rigid stance, focusing solely on results at the expense of the individual's well-being. By embracing the middle way, the leader seeks to understand the underlying causes of the performance issues and implement strategies that support growth while maintaining accountability. This balanced approach fosters a collaborative environment where both individuals and teams thrive. The middle way's emphasis on discernment also extends to self-care. In today's fast-paced world, many of us grapple with the pressure to excel in multiple areas of life. The pursuit of perfection often leads to burnout or feelings of inadequacy. The middle way encourages us to acknowledge our limitations and prioritize our well-being without falling into complacency. By practicing mindfulness and setting realistic goals, we can cultivate a sustainable path toward personal and professional fulfillment. An inspiring example of this principle in action is the story of Angulimala, a notorious bandit whose life was transformed by Buddha's teachings. Angulimala, once feared for his violent deeds, encountered Buddha on a fateful day. Instead of confronting him with hostility, Buddha approached him with compassion and wisdom. This interaction marked a turning point for Angulimala, who renounced his past actions and embraced a life of spiritual practice. The story underscores the transformative power of the middle way, illustrating how discernment and compassion can inspire profound change, even in the most challenging circumstances. The concept of skillful means, or upaya, further enriches our understanding of the middle way. Skillful means refers to the ability to tailor one's approach based on the unique needs and circumstances of each individual. This principle encourages us to move beyond rigid interpretations of right and wrong, embracing a more nuanced perspective. In doing so, we can foster meaningful connections and guide others with wisdom and empathy. For example, a teacher might encounter students with diverse learning styles and needs. Rather than adhering strictly to a one-size-fits-all methodology, the teacher employs skillful means to adapt their teaching strategies. By doing so, they create an inclusive environment where each student has the opportunity to succeed. This approach not only enhances learning outcomes, but also reflects the essence of the middle way, a commitment to balance, adaptability, and understanding. The middle way also invites us to reflect on our relationship with material possessions and desires. In a consumer-driven society, the pursuit of wealth and status often becomes a central focus. However, this relentless quest can lead to discontentment and a sense of emptiness. Buddha's teachings remind us that true happiness lies not in external acquisitions, but in cultivating inner peace and contentment. By practicing moderation and gratitude, we can break free from the cycle of craving and find fulfillment in the present moment. This principle is vividly illustrated in the story of King Ashoka, a powerful ruler who underwent a profound transformation after embracing Buddhism. Initially driven by ambition and conquest, Ashoka's perspective shifted following the devastating Kalinga War. Witnessing the suffering caused by his actions, he turned to Buddha's teachings for guidance. Ashoka's commitment to the middle way inspired him to govern with compassion and justice, prioritizing the welfare of his people over personal gain. His reign stands as a testament to the transformative potential of the middle way in fostering harmony and social progress. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, the middle way offers invaluable insights into managing conflicts and fostering meaningful relationships. Conflicts, whether personal or professional, are an inevitable part of human interactions. The middle way teaches us to approach these situations with mindfulness, seeking resolution through dialogue and mutual understanding rather than aggression or avoidance. This approach not only resolves immediate issues, but also strengthens the foundation of trust and respect. A poignant example of this principle is the story of the Buddha's interaction with his cousin Devdatta. Devdatta, driven by jealousy and ambition, repeatedly sought to undermine Buddha's teachings and leadership. Despite these challenges, Buddha responded with unwavering compassion and wisdom, refusing to be drawn into animosity. His response exemplifies the essence of the middle way, a commitment to harmony and understanding even in the face of adversity. Incorporating the middle way into our lives also involves embracing impermanence, a fundamental truth in Buddhism. Impermanence teaches us that all things, including our emotions, relationships, and circumstances, are subject to change. This awareness enables us to approach life with a sense of openness and adaptability, recognizing that clinging to fixed notions or expectations often leads to suffering. By cultivating acceptance and resilience, we can navigate life's uncertainties with grace and equanimity. The practice of mindfulness plays a pivotal role in embracing impermanence. Through mindfulness, we develop a heightened awareness of the present moment, allowing us to fully experience life's richness without becoming ensnared by attachment or aversion. This practice fosters a sense of gratitude and contentment, enabling us to appreciate the beauty of each moment while remaining grounded in the face of change. As we conclude this exploration of the middle way's practical applications, let us reflect on its enduring relevance in our lives. The middle way is not merely a path to personal enlightenment, but a guiding principle that fosters harmony, understanding, and resilience in our interactions and experiences. By embracing this timeless wisdom, we can navigate life's complexities with clarity and compassion, creating a foundation for lasting peace and fulfillment. For those seeking to deepen their understanding of these teachings, I invite you to join our community on Buddhism in Modern Life. Subscribe to our channel for more stories, insights, and reflections that illuminate the path to inner peace and spiritual growth. Together, let us continue this journey of exploration and transformation, guided by the wisdom of the middle way. As we approach the conclusion of this exploration of the middle way, we must turn our attention to the profound lessons it offers about the interconnectedness of life and the transformative power of compassion and wisdom. In this final section, we will delve deeper into the broader implications of the middle way, examining its relevance in addressing societal challenges, fostering global harmony, and inspiring personal transformation. One of the most significant aspects of the middle way is its ability to transcend individual concerns and offer solutions to collective issues. In a world often marked by division and conflict, the principles of balance, discernment, and compassion provide a framework for fostering unity and understanding. The middle way encourages us to move beyond rigid ideologies and embrace a more inclusive perspective, recognizing the shared humanity that binds us all. Consider the pressing issue of environmental sustainability. The middle way teaches us to cultivate mindfulness and responsibility in our interactions with the natural world. By avoiding extremes, such as unchecked exploitation or complete detachment, we can adopt sustainable practices that honor the interconnectedness of all life forms. This balanced approach not only preserves the planet for future generations, but also aligns with the Buddhist principle of right livelihood, which calls for actions that promote harmony and well-being. Another critical area where the middle way offers guidance is in addressing social inequalities. In many societies, the gap between the privileged and the marginalized continues to widen, leading to tension and unrest. The middle way's emphasis on compassion and justice challenges us to confront these disparities with empathy and resolve. By fostering equitable systems that prioritize the welfare of all individuals, we can create communities rooted in fairness and mutual respect. The story of Buddha's engagement with diverse social groups provides a powerful example of this principle in action. Throughout his life, Buddha interacted with individuals from all walks of life, from kings and merchants to farmers and outcasts. His teachings were accessible to everyone, reflecting his commitment to inclusivity and equality. This legacy reminds us of the importance of bridging divides and building connections that transcend societal barriers. The middle way also holds profound implications for global peace building. In a world often characterized by geopolitical tensions and cultural misunderstandings, the principles of dialogue, patience, and mutual respect offer a pathway to reconciliation. The middle way encourages us to seek common ground, fostering a spirit of cooperation and collaboration rather than conflict. This approach is exemplified in the teachings of modern Buddhist leaders, such as the Dalai Lama, who advocate for nonviolence and compassion as tools for achieving lasting peace. At the heart of these broader applications lies the transformative power of individual practice. The middle way begins with personal growth. As each of us learns to navigate our inner conflicts and cultivate a sense of balance, this journey often involves confronting our own biases, fears, and attachments, embracing the impermanence of life, and nurturing qualities such as patience and resilience. As we grow in understanding and compassion, we become agents of positive change, inspiring others to embark on their own paths of transformation. An inspiring example of this transformative potential is the story of Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Zen master and peace activist. Throughout his life, Thich Nhat Hanh embodied the principles of the middle way, advocating for mindfulness and nonviolence even in the face of immense challenges. His teachings on engaged Buddhism highlight the importance of applying spiritual wisdom to address real-world issues, from war and poverty to environmental degradation. Through his work, Thich Nhat Hanh demonstrated that the middle way is not confined to meditation halls, but is a living practice that can transform societies. The middle way's emphasis on adaptability and resilience is particularly relevant in the face of contemporary challenges such as the COVID-19 pandemic. This global crisis has underscored the need for balance in addressing public health, economic stability, and social well-being. By applying the principles of the middle way, individuals and communities can navigate these complexities with compassion and wisdom, prioritizing collective welfare while respecting individual needs. As we reflect on the broader implications of the middle way, it becomes clear that this timeless wisdom has the potential to guide humanity toward a more harmonious and enlightened future. By embracing the principles of balance, compassion, and discernment, we can address the root causes of suffering and create a world that values connection and understanding. To conclude this exploration, let us return to the core essence of the middle way. At its heart, this path is about embracing the complexity of life with an open heart and a discerning mind. It challenges us to let go of rigid extremes and cultivate a sense of balance that honors both our individuality and our shared humanity. The middle way invites us to journey inward, discovering the depths of our own potential and outward, contributing to the well-being of others. In this spirit, I encourage you to reflect on how the middle way can shape your own life. Consider the areas where balance and discernment can bring greater clarity and peace, and embrace the opportunities for growth and transformation that arise along the way. As you walk this path, remember that the journey is not one of perfection but of progress, a continual unfolding of wisdom and compassion. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and reflection. If these teachings have resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to our channel, Buddhism in Modern Life, where we share more stories, insights, and practices to inspire your spiritual journey. Together, let us walk this path with open hearts and enlightened minds, bringing the timeless wisdom of the middle way into our lives and our world.